Hi, today we're going to talk about the new DAP DRAFTSTOP foam cleaner and especially the applicator tool. This is the tool right here. It's a pretty neat device. It allows the user to have ultimate control of the product as they're putting it on. There's no spurt of foam coming out right at the beginning. It's easily controllable. You can control the speed with the brass knob, as we'll show you in a minute. You can clean it out. You can save it and reuse the product later. There's a lot of opportunities with this that you don't have with a traditional can such as this, which is for the most part one and done. You use half the can, you throw it away. Here you use part of it, you can continue using it for many weeks and or months afterward. So we'll get into that in just a second. But first, before we get any further, obviously we have to talk about safety. And safety includes wearing safety glasses. And we also recommend that you wear gloves when you're working with these products. Okay, when you open the box, you'll notice it's got 4 things inside. First is the applicator tool itself. You also have 2 extended nozzle pieces. These are cleanable and reusable. And of course the complete directions. To use the tool itself, it is actually a pretty simple and almost self-explanatory. Start off with the can of DAP 812. Pop that safety cap off, thread it into the tool, and you're ready to go. Now to use it, the brass knob on the back is actually your speed control. You can turn it all the way down to the point where it's a complete safety. You can turn it all the way up. The way this works is, this is on a spring back here, and as you trigger it, it opens up a hole up there. There's a post going through there. It opens the hole up, and that's what releases the foam out of the tool. I'm going to turn it down part way. You can get a very good controlled shot. So you see we get pretty good precision with this. Now the nice thing about the tool itself, it's got a very long barrel on it, so you can get down into deep crevices. You can extend your reach out as far as you can reach with it. You don't have to bend over as far if you're going down on a floor type surface. Getting into crevices is just perfect with this type of tool. Again, far better than a regular can. Now you can also see with this particular, the DRAFTSTOP 812, it's a very low expansion foam. We're going to show some more of it in a little bit, but the nice thing is it goes exactly where you put it, doesn't expand much, it's low pressure so it's not going to overexpand and bow the window frames. I'm going to open the nozzle all the way. You can see with the same amount of work, I'm filling up a much larger gap with the product. You get a tremendous amount of control, and I'll tell you what guys, this just screams out, I'm a professional. Okay, we're going to take a second and show how to use the black extender tip. It's very simple. You just press it onto the end of the barrel. Open the valve. And foam. It's very good for getting into very deep areas. Very narrow at the outset, and easy to work with. Again, this can be cleaned out using the cleaning system, so it can be reused. There's another option you may also want to consider if you have to get into a very hard to reach area. Go get some Neoprene tubing from a local hardware store or home center. The end of the barrel's got some barbs on it that will catch into the Neoprene tubing, and you can extend it out quite a ways in case you need to get into a very hard to reach area, and you can just bend it through and still apply the foam. Now we're going to talk about cleaning it out, because that's also an important aspect to this. If you don't clean it, it's like any good tool, it's not going to perform as you want it to. What we use for the cleaner is going to be the DAP DRAFTSTOP 812 cleaner. Now again, it's very simple to use. This one also has a safety cap on it. Flick it off, and now we're in business. You'll notice it's got a very unusual top design. It's threaded, but there's also this here. And what this piece is a just an aerosol nozzle, so you can actually spray it's an add-on piece, so you can spray and do your cleaning. So what we're going to do first is we're going to clean off the tip. Just a little bit of the 812 cleaner goes right on there and cleans it off. We're also going to clean out the back. You can see it cleans it right out there. Our next step is we just take off the aerosol, thread it onto the applicator tool, open the valve a little bit, and we're going to spray. Foam's coming out. It's cleaning the foam out, and as you can see now, it's nothing but draft stop cleaner coming through. The can itself, to make it reusable, take the aerosol tip, give that a couple of quick sprays, and you're good to go. Now, two more things for saving the product. There's two ways you can do it. One, you'll leave it on. We've got a completely sealed system from here down to the tip. As long as you're sealed, there's no air getting in, it's a perfectly usable system. The other step you can do is leave the cleaner on, spray some cleaner through, close off the valve to make it safe. I can pull this trigger as hard as I want and it is not going to activate. And you've again got a sealed system. This is full of cleaner, so the foam itself can't react and it can't cure. So it's a perfectly good way of doing it. Just remember, when you start over again, you will need to clean out the gun first before you put the foam in. I would recommend open the valve, spray out the product that's in there, and then you can start using your foam again. If the gun does become extremely dirty, is left over too much time, is not cleaned, isn't properly taken care of, it can be cleaned out. It's very simple. You unthread the valve, you've got a spring in here, and inside, pull that out. Chances are where your problem is going to be right on here, so you can clean this off using some other solvents and chemicals and clean the device completely back up, put it back together, and you're back in business. And one last thing I want to show you. The foam itself is materially different than anything else that's out there. It's a closed cell, which means it's not going to suck up water like a sponge. But the other thing is, try any other foam and see if you can do this. So as you can see, guys, this is a very, very simple system, very professional. You can use it in many different ways, and I think your customers are really going to like this product and other ones like it.